In the competitive charity system, we get rid of welfare altogether. All the cash benefits, Medicaid, all the food stamps, the WIC program, we get rid of all of it. Even in the tax code, there'd be no more tax credits, no more tax deductions, no more tax anything. We replace that with a 5% funding to the charity system. It's mandated that 5% of GDP goes to the charity system. That's federal, state, and local. Local will be 40%, state will be 40%, federal will be 20% within my system. Now, this is part of the constitutional amendment creating this, so that's a requirement. You have roughly one of 12 places to send that money to at the local level, at the state level, and the federal level. You pick which of the 12 you want to choose to go with. Now, how much will be at the monopolized system? Every competitive governance within the charity system will send up a representative to a sector board level, which is monopolized government. They will be there only for organizational purposes and a little bit of the charity economy, to do a joint charity economy to help to have all the charity economies work a little bit more efficiently and productively. Anyway, so it'll be very little in this sector. The sectors that will have a lot more sector board control would be authorization agencies for the military, authorization agencies for the police, the courts, the commander-in-chief, the diplomats, and the like. So most of the governance will be within competitive governance. I say 90%, but where it's almost not at all at the monopolized level is at the charity system. Now, there's three parts of the charity system that you need to know about. The funding mechanism for the charity, where everybody's mandated to donate. I don't know the exact percentage right now. That has to be worked out, but roughly 50% from the businesses, 50% from the individuals. It needs to accomplish 5% of GDP. So it'd be a percentage of your income. There will be a minimum. I want to say $1,500 a year right now. So that is definitely doable for almost everybody. If you do not have that money, you can contribute labor hours into the system. So I'm thinking 3 to 5 labor hours a week, but maybe not even that much. Depends on what the situation needs. What the minimum is, what your whole situation is. So the sector board will have only a little bit of control. Oh, let me go through the other sectors. One is a funding sector, charitable distribution associations. One is the caseworkers, and they will have a tremendous amount of power to decide to use subjective determination on an individual basis. So that is the most important thing, and the ability to say, no, I will not help, because you're going down the wrong pathway. You're doing destructive lifestyles, you're making wrong choices, you're not willing to help yourself. We're not going to help you if you're not going to help yourself. That's what charity should be, is helping you help yourself. And if you're not willing to do that, at least I want to contribute to one that says, no, I will not help you unless you're willing to help yourself and get yourself on a pathway to being self-supportive. Not everybody can, and there will be a few percentage of the people out there that will need to be taken care of, and I don't mind that. But to the degree you can take care of yourself, you do it. To the degree you can work, you do it. So there'll be a lot more to say on that. Then the charities are the third sector, and that's important to understand. And they will have to take a lot of directions from the caseworkers, being funded by the charitable distribution associations. So there's people have to work together to make this work. But with about $1.5 trillion in the mix nationwide, that is probably, for 20% of the population, you're probably talking $60, $70, $80,000, if not more, per household, for about 20% of the household. So that's a lot of money. Anyway, a lot more to see at Haley 2024, the movement. Oh, let's go to this page real quick. The competitive rating system is going to be profoundly important in every sector, but the three on the charity sector, the charitable distribution association, the funding mechanism, how are they funding? Are they doing it productively and efficiently? That's going to be highly important, and the rating system will judge that. How are the caseworkers working? Are they abusing their situation? There'll be ways to stop that. There's a lot of potential for abuse in this system. There's no doubt. There's a lot more potential for abuse in the current system, and it is, and people are mad about it. But this has a mechanism to stop the abuse. So the system creates a lot of opportunities for abuse, but it also limits that abuse. But even the potential for abuse is a lot less than the current position, the current system we currently have, the welfare state. Okay, it'll be high quality information from a wide variety of perspectives. So everybody joins a rating agency that they like, and they will contribute towards that percentage and their rating and their money and their percentages in the rating system to be able to maybe put rating floors down there to prosecute people who are doing abuse and corruption and self dealing. And it's also going to be forcing government experts or experts of any type to debate other experts from every perspective. The rating system, to be a rating agency, you have to be able to debate to a certain level. And if you don't, you stop being a rating agency, and everybody has to belong to a rating agency. So your money and your support would have to go to another one if your rating agency does not properly debate and give the facts that and the like. You don't have to agree, but you do have to debate openly and give out your information. A lot more to see at Haley2024.org. Until the next video.